Hello everyone, hope you are all so good and doing well. This is our first class on this channel, Quant Crunchers. This channel has been created for all the aspirants who are preparing for competitive exams like SSC and RRB. Here I am to teach you the complete syllabus of Quant from basic to advanced in English. These lectures are very helpful, especially to the South Indian aspirants who are struggling to complete their syllabus in Hindi or any other language. I am going to teach you assuming that you are not from maths background. That means I'll teach you from basics totally. So without any other discussions, let's start our first chapter, that is percentage. Beginning of arithmetic, or you can say the foundation of arithmetic, that is percentage. We can expect one question from this chapter, but it is necessary to understand or to learn to do other chapters. The order of completing the syllabus is from percentage, ratio, partnership, mixture, average, profit and loss, and interest, time and work, time, speed, distance, number system, LCM and HCF, algebra, trigonometry, mensuration and geometry. We are going to do it in this order. Something you must remember on the first day or daily, tables from 1 to 30. You can learn from 1 to 20, but it would be better if you learn from 1 to 30. Squares from 1 to 40, cubes from 1 to 20. Even while learning the tables, you need to learn from the squares of their numbers. That means in 12 table you need to learn till 12 square, 12 12s 144, and same in 13 13s and next 14 14s. Okay, it would be very helpful to you in reasoning or even in quant. What is percentage? You just need to remember one thing in the whole chapter, that is percentage is equals to 1 by 100. Let's assume it as a biscuit. It is 100% of itself, and if you divide it into two parts, it becomes 50-50 into two parts. And if you divide it into three parts, it becomes into 100 by 3, or you can say one part is equals to 1 by 3rd of it. If you divide it into four parts, one part is equals to then 1 by 4th of it, or 100 by 4. You can write it in the fraction form, that is 25%, and this as 33 1 by 3%, and this as 50%, and divide it into 5 parts. It would be written as 1 by 5 or 100 by 5, which is equals to 20%. So some of the fractions you need to be remember, those are, as one biscuit is equals to 100% and half is equals to 50%, 1 by 3 33 1 by 3%, 1 by 4 is equals to 25%, 1 by 5 is equals to 20%, 1 by 6 is equals to 16 2 by 3%, 1 by 7 is equals to 14 2 by 7%, 1 by 8 is equals to 12.5%, 1 by 9 is equals to 11 1 by 9%, 1 by 10 is equals to 10%, 1 by 11 is equals to 9.09% or 9 1 by 11%. 9 1 by 11% or 9.09%. 1 by 12 is equals to 8 1 by 3%. 1 by 13 is equals to 7 9 by 3%. 9 by 13%. And other important are 1 by 15, that is 6 2 by 3%. 1 by 16 is equals to 6 1 by 4%. You might get confused in these two. Remember it carefully. 1 by 15 is equals to 6 2 by 3%. 1 by 16 is equals to 6 1 by 4%. And another important are 1 by 20 is equals to 5%. Another one is 1 by 25, that is 4%. 1 by 50, 2%, or that's it. These are enough. Here they are written in proper form. Just remember it. You need to remember it compulsorily. Okay. Carefully listen here one thing, that 1 by 2 is 50%. If it's 2 by 2, then it would be 100%. If it's 3 by 2, then it would be 150%. If it's 4 by 2, then it would be 200%. 2 ratio denotes 200%. Likewise, everything 1 by 3 denotes 13 1 by 33 1 by 3, and 2 by 3 denotes 66 2 by 3%. 66 2 by 3%. Like that, you need to remember all these things. Okay, 1 by 5 denotes 20%, and 2 by 5 denotes 40%. You are multiplying here into 2 and here into 2. That's it. Into 3 into 3. If it's 3 by 5, then it would be 60%. It's 4 by 5, then it would be 80%. You need to remember these ratios. Okay, if it's 6 by 5, then it would be 120%. 1 by 8 denotes 12.5. 2 by 8 denotes 1 by 4, that is 25%. 3 by 8 denotes 12.5 into 3, that is 37.5%. 4 by 8 denotes, that is 50%. 7 by 8 denotes 87.5%. 7 into 12.5. Likewise, you need to remember 1 by 7 denotes 14 2 by 8%, and 2 by 7 denotes 28 4 by 7. 28 4 by 7%. 3 by 7 denotes 42 6 by 7%. Like that, you need to remember everything. Okay, just mark it the important one. 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6, 1 by 7, 1 by 8, 1 by 9, 1 by 11, 1 by 12, 1 by 13. That's it. 1 by 15, 1 by 16. I have to remember 1 by 20. All these are not compulsory. Okay, and remember 1 by 25 and 1 by 50. You can remember it easily. Okay, remember this, a number is always 100% of itself. For example, 20%, 100% of 20 is equals to 100 by 100. Percent denotes 1 by 100 into 20 is equals to 100. 100 gets cancelled. We get 20 as answer. 100% of 20 is equals to 20. 100% of 500 100 by 100 into 500 is equals to 100 gets cancelled, you get 500. 100% of 500 is 500. A small exercise. If 100% is 500, then 10% is, just cancel the 0. 10% is 50. If we need 1%, then cancel the 2 zeros. That means 1% is 5, 10% is 50. It is nothing but multiplication. 10% is 50. We can get 20%. 10 into 2, 20. 50 into 2, 100. 30%, 53s are 150. 40%, 54s are 200. 50%, 55s are 250. 60%, 6 5s are 30. 6 50s are 300. 70%, that is 50 into 7, 50 into 7, that is 350. 80%, that is 50 into 8, 400. 90%, 50 into 9, that is 450. 100% is 500. If you need to find 110%, you can do it in two ways. 100% is 500 and 10% is 50. 110% is 550. Or you can check here, 110% is nothing but 10 into 11. 10 into 11, that means 11 into 50 is equals to 550. 12 is equals to 12 50s are 600. That's it. A small warm-up session. How to do smartly while calculating. We'll do here. If 16% is given as 80 and you need to find 100%, how you will do? 16 5s are 80, that is 1% is equals to 5. 100% is equals to 5 into 100 equals to 500. If 17% is given as 306, 7, and you are asked to find 51%, then it would be, we can do it as 17 ones are 17 and 17 8s are 136. And 15, you need to find 51%. You can do 51 into 18. Is there any need to do this much calculation? No. You are given 17% and you are asked to find 51%. You can observe here clearly that 51 is the multiple of 17. That is 17 into 3 is equals to 51. And you can do it here simply, 306 into 3. 900 plus 18. 918 is the answer. You can here get clear easily. 18 ones are 18. Here you can do 18 5s are 90 and 918. And the next example is 16% is given as 24 and you need to find 100%. What you need to do? 4 4s are 16. 4 6 are 24. 4% is 6. How can you reach 100%? By multiplying 25. 25 4s are 100. We can do it here simply with 25. 25 6 are 150. That is 100% is equals to 150. Understood? So let's understand the language or terminology asked in the percentage questions. Okay. 100 is what percent of 80? The number 100 is what percent of 80? The compared number is 80 into 100. That is percentage. 24s are 25s are 4 25s are, that is 125% of 80. 100 is 125% of 80. We can ask one question here. 100 is what percent more than 80? That is 20 more than 80. 20 more than 80. In percentage form, 24s are 4 25s are, that's equal to 25%. You can see here clearly that is 125% of 80. 90 is how much percent more than 50? 90 is how much more than 50? That is 40 more than 50 compared with 50 into 100 percentage. 52s are, that is 80% more in terms of percentage. 110 is how much percent less than 120? That is 10 less. 10 is less than the compared number 20 into percentage, that is 100. 0 gets cancelled, that is 100 by 12 is equals to, as you know, 8 1/3% or 8.33%. Now we will see how to write when number is increased by some percentage, when a number is decreased by some percentage in the ratio form or in the ratio form directly. Okay, a number is increased by 15%. A number was 100, it increased by 15%. 15% of 100, that is 15. Now the number is 115. 5 20s are, 5 2s are, and 3s are. Ratio is 20:3, 23. When a number is decreased by 15%, 15%, that means it was 100 and decreased by 15%, that is minus 15, that is reached to 85%. 5 20s are, 5 17s are, then the ratio is 20:17. You can see here one thing, 15% is nothing but 15 by 100 is equals to 3 by 20. A number is increased by 15%, then the number was 20 and it increased by 3, that is 20:23. A number is decreased by 15%, that is the number was 20, 15% denotes 3 by 20, that is a number is decreased by 15%, that is 20 minus 3, 20:17. A number is increased by 20%, 20% denotes 1 by 5. It was increased by 20%, it was 5 increased by 1, that is plus 1 is equals to 5:6. That's it. 100 was there and it increased by 20%, that is 20. Now the number is 100:20, that is 25s are, 26 are. You need to remember it in the ratio. Okay, we won't be writing this 100 into 85 clearly in the questions while doing the questions. Okay, you need to remember the ratio as 1 by 5 and 3 by 20. A number is decreased by 20%, 20% denotes 1 by 5, and it is decreased by 20%, that means it was 5 decreased by 20%, that is minus 1. 5:4 is the ratio. A number is increased by 25%, 25% means 1 by 4, 25 fours are. A number is increased, the number was 4 and it increased by 1, that is 5. A number is decreased by 25%, it was 1 by 4 and decreased by 1, 4 decreased by 1, that is minus 1, 3. 4:3 is the ratio. When a number is decreased by 25%, we write 4:3. When a number is increased by 25%, we write 4:3. We'll write directly the ratio. Okay, now we are going to do percentage to ratio conversions. Okay, A is 80% of B. The compared number is B, would be 100 every time. Okay, and A is 80% of B, that is 80:100. 24s are, 25s are, that means the ratio of A is to B is 4:5. A is 80% more than B, B is 100%, and A is 80 more than this, that means 100 plus 80, that is 180. That implies 29s are 25s are. A is to B is equals to 9 is to 5. A is 80% less than B, or you can say A is 20% of B. A is 80% less than is 100 minus 80, that is 20, and the ratio would be 1 is to 5. A is 16.66% more than B. What I have said, 16.66 denotes 1 by 6, or 16 2 by 3 1 by 6. A is to B is equals to, A is 1 by 6 to more than B, that means B denotes 6, and A is plus 1 on 6, that is 7. A is 28 4 by 7 less than B. A is to B, 28.47 denotes 2 by 7, that is 14 2 by 7 into 2, 28 4 by 7, that is B is the compared number. B is 7 and A is 2 less than it, that means 7 minus 2, that is 5. A is 300 by 8% more than B. 300 by 8% denotes 300 by 8. What I have said, percentage denotes 1 by 100. 3 by 8 is the ratio. B is 8, the compared number is B, and A is 3 by 8 more, that means 8 plus 3 11. A is 22 2 by 9% more than B. 22 2 by 9% denotes 2 by 9, that is 1 by 9 denotes 11 1 by 9, and 2 by 9 denotes 22 2 by 9%. The compared number B is 9 and A is 2 more than B, that is 11. Now we are going to do ratio to percentage conversions. A is 100 and B is 120, that is 5 is to 6. A is how much percent less than B? 1 less than B. 1 less than B, that equals to 1 by 6 into 100 is equals to 16.66 or 2 by 3. B is how much percent more than A? 1 more than 5 compared to A is equals to 20%. A is how much percent of B? A is 5 by 6 of B into 100, that denotes 100 minus 16 by 16.66 is equals to 83.33%. B is how much percent of A? B is how much percent of A? That is 6 by 5. Itself says as 20%, 120%, or you can solve it 5 into 20, that is 20 into 6 is equals to 120%. Similarly in 4 is to 5, A is to B is 4 is to 5. A is how much percent less than B? A is 1 less than 5 is equals to 20%. 1 by 5 denotes 20%. I will not be writing like this 1 by 5 into 100. Okay, from now we are writing this 1 by 5 in the ratio directly. Okay, B is how much percent more than A? B is 1 more than upon 1 more than A, that is 1 by 4 is equals to 25%. If you do it with 100 you will get 25%. Okay, A is how much percent of B? How much percent of it? That is 4 by 5 into 100. You can write it as 80%. B is how much percent of A? B is 5 of 4 into 100. 1 by 4 denotes 25. 25 5s are 125%, or you can cancel it here from 25%. Here you might get confused in these two, by or to. Okay, let's clarify it. A number is increased by 200%. It was a number 100 increased by 200%. There is an increase of 200 in it. That is 100 plus 2 is equals to 300. Here a number is increased to 100%. It was 100 and it reached to 200. That means increase is 100, reached to 200. Here it increased to 300%, increased by 200%. Okay. A number is increased by x%. Till now we are writing, we know the number and the increasing percentage. For example, 100 was the number and it was increased by 20%. That is 20% of 100 is equals to 20. Therefore 20 is increased upon 100. The number is 120. Here we know 20% the percentage increase and the number. But when we don't know the number and we don't even know the percentage, how we will write? Okay, we will see here. Let the number be a and it was increased by 100%. That is, the number was 100 and it is increased by x%. You can see here clearly how we will write. It was the number a plus 20% was increased. 100a plus 20% of a, 20 by 100 into a. If a is 100, you can get cancelled here, a by a, then you will get 100 plus 20, that is 120. So we will write it here simply as 100 plus x%. When a number is decreased, then in the form of variables 100 minus x%, or you can write it as 100 plus x, that is percentage denotes 100. Any number is itself 100%, that is a by a gets cancelled. A number is decreased by 100%, you can write it as minus x by 100. A similar question was asked on it. The price of article is increased by r%. Let the price of article was p and it increased by r%. That was 100 plus r divided by 100. And the new price was decreased. This is the new price. Decreased by 100%. That means it was decreased by 100%. 100 minus r divided by 100. Later, now the latest price is rupees 1. What was the original price of the article? We need to find the value of p. That is, p is equals to 100 into 100, 100 into 100 into 1. I'll write here 100 into 100 divided by, it is in the form of a plus b and a minus b. If you multiply it here by, we will get a square minus b square, that is 100 minus r whole square. You can write it as 4 zeros. Okay, 100 square is also 10,000 again, minus r square is a variable. If a is 95% of b, compared number is b, that is 100, and a is 95 of it, that is 95 of 100 is 95, and the ratio is 19 is to 20. 5 19s are 5 20s are. What percent of a is b? B is what percent of a? You need to find this. That is 2000 by 19. Ones are 0, 19 5s are 95 and 5 is left as a remainder, 5 by 19%. This is the answer. These are the basic questions you should do while studying the question. 15% of x, 15 by 100 into x is equals to 900. We need to find the value of x. 15 6 are 90. That means x is equals to 60 into 100. X is equals to 6000. What is the value of 25% of 90% of 800? That is 25% is equals to, I'll write here, not in the fraction form, simply I will write 25 by 100 to understand you. 90% is 90 by 100 into 800 is equals to, you need to find the value. You can cancel it out here from zeros. And 25 4s are 100, 4 2s are 8, 90 into 2 are left, that is 90 into 2 is equals to 180 is the answer. A similar question was asked in SSC MTS. 25% of 25%, that is 1 by 4, 40%, that is 4 by 10, of 2 by 7, of 2100. 4 cancel, 70 30s are 32s are is equals to 60. 60 is the answer. 0.5 is what percent of 20? 0.5 is what percent of 20? That is 0.5 by 20 into 100. 25s are 0.5 into 5, that is 2.5. Or if you have any confusion, you can write it as 5 by 10 into 5. 5 5s are 25. That is, you need to point one decimal. The fraction equivalent to 1 by 5%. 1 by 5, what I said, percent denotes 1 by 100. That is 1 by 500. If it is asked to write in decimal form, it would be 1 by 5 is equals to 0.2 into 0.01. That is 2 digits after point is equals to 3 digits now after 0. 0.002, it would be the answer, but here it is asked in the fraction form only. What is to be added 15% of 180 so that the sum is equals to 20% of 360? How much value is added in the 15% of 180 so that the sum is equals to 20% of 360? You need to find 15% of 180. 10% of 180 is 18 and 5% is 10 by 2, that is 10 by 2. 18 by 2 is equals to 5% is written as 9. 18 plus 9, 15% of 180 is equals to 27, plus the number is to be added is can be written as x, that is equals to sum 20% of 360. 10% is 36 and 20% is 36. 2s are 72. We need to find the value of x, that is x is equals to 72 minus 27. We get 45 as the answer. A is 120% of B and B is 65% of C. If the sum of ABC is 121.5, then we need to find the value of C minus 2B plus A. We need to find the value as A, B, C. Okay. A is to B is given as 120% of B. 120%, that means it is 100, and it is 120% of 100, that is 120. 120% of 100, you can write here 120 by 100 into 100 equals to 120. You can write 26 are and 25 are. B is 65% of C. B is to C is given as 65% of C, that is C is 100 and it is 65% of C. 13 5s are and 25s are. Here the value of B is 5. Here the value of B is 13. To balance the equation, you can multiply it here simply by 13 and you can do it here by 5. That is, you can write here A is to B is to C is 13 6 are 78, 13 5s are 65, or you can here do 13 5s are 65. That is 20 into 5 is equals to 100. That is the value of C. Or you can do it in a simple method. I will show you. Just need to write A is to B is to C like this, and they write the ratio of A is to B 6 is to 5, and below the ratio of B is to C, that is 13 is to 20. Multiply it. 13 6 are 78, 13 5s are 65, 25s are 100. You can do it as your choice, but it is very useful in the large forms. Okay, when you are given A B C D, we can do it in this method. The sum of ABC is 121.5. That is the sum of the ratios 100 plus 65 plus 78. That is 130, 130, 230, 243. 243 ratio denotes 121.5. You can observe here clearly that 121.5 into 2 is equals to 243. I'll do it here 2 by 2 to get 243 by 2. 243 ones are 243. That is 1 ratio is to 1 by 2. What we need to find? C minus 2B plus A. Here what is the value of C? 100. 100 by 2. I'll write here totally 100 by 2 minus 2B, that is 2 into 65 by 2. 2 into 65 by 2 plus what is the value of A? That is 78 by 2 equals to 100 by 2 is equals to 50 plus 2 into 65, that is minus 65, not plus, minus 65. That 78 divided by 2, that is 39. By solving it, you get 50 minus 65 minus 15 plus 39. That is the answer is 24. That is option number C. If 65% of 350 minus x% of 250 plus 40% of 120 is 158, find the value of the question mark. 65% 13 by 20 into 350 minus x%, let it be x by 100 into 250 plus 40% of 120. 12 4s are 48, that is 158. If we deducted 48 from 158, we will get 110. X% of 250. 52s are 55s are. Here you cancel it from it, that's it. Now you are getting 5x by 2, 13 into 35 divided by 2 minus 5x by 2 is equals to 1110. You can multiply the 2 here. Okay, 13 into 35, 350 plus 105, 350 plus 105, 455. 455 minus 5x, 455 minus 5x is equals to 220. If you deduct it from it, 5x is equals to 5 3 2. 5 4s are 7s are 47 is the answer. 20% of a plus b is equals to 30% of a minus b. You can simply cancel here percentage 0 0. What we have? 2a plus 2b is equals to 3a minus 3b. 3a minus 3b. If you equate it, 2a from 3a, we will get a here, and 3b minus 3b plus 2b, that is 5b. That is a by b is equals to 5 by 1. What percentage of b is equal to a? What percentage of b? That is 1 into 5 into 5 by 1 into 100. That equals to 500%. If x% of 20 is equals to x by 100 into 280 is equals to 15% of 240. 10% is 24 and 5% is 24 by 2, that is 12. 12 plus 24 36. 15% of 240 is 36 plus 20% of 310. 10% is 31. 20% is 62 is equals to 98. 14 2s are 14 7s are 25s are x is equals to 5 7s are 35. It is the answer. If decreasing 120 by x% gives the same result as increasing 40 by x%, the number 120 is decreased by x%, that is 100 minus x%. Same gives the same result as increasing 40 by 100 plus x%. Cancel the percentage. 41s are 43s are 300 minus 3x. 300 minus 3x is equals to 100 plus x, that is equals to 3x plus 4x. 4x is equals to 300 minus 100 200. That implies x denotes 50%. 4 5s are 20. Then x% of 210. 50% of 210 is 105. Is what percent less than the 70%, that is 50 plus 20, 70% of 180. 50 70% of 180, 18 sevens of 126. How much it is less than it? 21 less than 126 into 100. We can cancel it out from 3 7s are 3 4s are 2s are 7 6 are 42. That is 100 by 6 is equals to 16 2 by 3%. Same question is asked with different values. You can do it, I think. Solve it and comment the answer in the comment section. Okay. Next question. Numbers A and B are 0% and 50% respectively more than the number C. Three numbers are there. A is to B is to C. The number is compared number is C, that is 100. A is 0% more, that means it would be 100%. B is 50% more, then it would be 150. The ratio A to that of B is, we need to find the ratio of a 52s are 53s are 2:3 is the ratio. That's it. If A is 40% less than B, A is to B, A is 40% less, 40%, that is 2 by 5. A is 2 less than 5, that is 3. C is 40% of the sum of A plus B. If A plus B is 5, 40% is 2 by 5. 40% of, that means it is 2 of A plus B. By what percentage is B greater than C? We need to find the ratio of B is to C. Here A plus B is equals to 5. Here A plus B equals to 8. We need to find, multiply by 5 here and 8 by here. What we need to find? B is to C now. 5 5s are 25. That is the ratio of B. What is the ratio of C? 8 2s are 16. By what percent is B greater than C? That is 9 more than C into 100. That equals to 900 by 16. 16 5s are 80. 16 6 are 96. 56 point something is the answer. That is 56 1 by 4 C. A similar question was asked again in SSC CGL Tier 2. A is 80% more than B. A by B is equals to 80%, that is 4 by 5. A is 4 more than 5, that is 5 plus 4 9. C is 48 4 by 7 less than the sum of A plus B. 48 4 by 7 in the fraction form, 48 7s are, or you can do 57s are 350. 350 minus 14, 7 2s are 350 minus 14, that is 336. 336 plus 4 divided by 7, that is percentage is into 1 by 100. 340 divided by 700, that equals to 35. 2s are 235s are, sorry, 235s are 217s are, 17 by 35 is the ratio. C is 17 less than 35, that means 35 minus 17 18 is to 35 is the ratio of C is to A plus B. What we need to find? By what percent C is less than A? We need to find the ratio of C is to A. Here the ratio of A plus B is 14. Here it is 35. To balance the equation, the LCM of 14 and 35 is 70. So you can multiply it here by 35 into 2 and 14 5s are 70. That is okay. Now it will be okay. The value of C, 18 2s are 36, and the value of A, that is 9 5s are 45. By what percent is C less than A? 9 less 36 minus 45, or 45 minus 36, 9 less than A, that is 45 into 100. 9 5s are 45. 100 by 5 is equals to 20%. That is option number A. A sum of 2400 is divided among ABC such that A receives 25% less than B. That is A is to B is 25% less than B, that is 3 is to 4. B receives 20% less than C, that is B is to C. 20% less than C, that is 4 is to 5. Here the ratios are equal, so that ABC is equals to 3 is to 4 is to 5. The ratios between A's amount and B's amount is, you need to find the ratio only of A is to B, that is 3 is to 4. 3 is to 4, that is A is the answer. Next question. A is 25% more than B, that is A is to B is 25, that is 1 by 4. 1 more than 4, that is 5. B is 40% less than C. B is 40% less than C, that is it would be 100%, it would be 40 less, that means it would be 60%, that is 3 is to 5. C is 20% more than B, 20%, 1 by 5, that it would be 5, and it would be 1 more than 5, that is 6. We need to find what A is what percent less than D. We need to find A and D. The method I have told you, we are going to use AB is equals to 5 is to 4, BC is equals to 3 is to 5. CD is equals to 6:5. We need to find A and D only. 5 into 3 into 6, 5 3s are 15, 15 6 are 90 is the ratio of A. I'll tell you how to find, but we need only the ratio of A and D only. The ratio of B is 4 into 3 into 6, 4 3 are 12, 12 6 are 72. Ratio of C is 4 into 5 into 4 5s are 20, 26 are 120 is the ratio of C. And the ratio of D is 4 into 5 into 5. 4 5s are 20, 25s are 100. A is what percent less than D? That is 100 minus 90, 10 upon 100 into 100 is equals to 10% is the answer. In a showroom, the ratio of TVs and the rice cookers is 2:3. TV and rice cookers is 2:3. Find the percentage of rice cookers in the showroom. Total appliances are 5. Rice cookers are 3. The percentage is into 100 is equals to 3 by 5 itself denotes 60%, or you can calculate it. 520 is equals to 60%. If the price of the article is increased by 12.5%, 12.5% denotes 1 by 8. Okay. Then how much percent is the new price be reduced to bring down the original price? The price of the article was 8. It increased by 1 by 8%. Increased by 1, that is 9. Now we need to reduce the price so that it can reach to the original price, that is 8. We need to reduce 1 upon 9, that is 1 by 9 denotes 11.11% or 11 1 by 9%. That is option B. The ratio of three numbers is 6:5:9. If 20% of the first number is 30, 20% means 1 by 5 of the first number, that is 6, is 30. What would be the 50% of the difference between the third and the second number? 50% denotes 1 by 2. Difference between the third and the second number, that is 9 5. 9 minus 5 is equals to 1 by 2 into 4, that is 2 2s are 4. We need to find the value of 2 ratio. One ratio is 6 5s are 30. One ratio is 25. We need to find the ratio of 2, that is 50. Option number B. Next question. If 60 is subtracted from 30% of a number, then the result is 120. 60 is subtracted from 30% of a number. 30% of x minus 60 is equals to 120. That's it. What it has been. 30% of x is equals to 120 plus 60, that is 180. What we need to find? What is the value of the number? 100% we need to find. 36 are 180. That is 100% is equals to into 100. That is 600 is the answer. Option B. If the difference between 62% and 80% of a number is 198, 62% minus 180, 80%, it is 18%. 18% denotes 198. Then the difference between the 92% and 56% of a number will be 92 minus 56. If it would be 46, then the number difference would be 46. 46 minus 10, that is 30%. We need to find the 36%. Just double it. 18 2s are 36. 198 into 2s are 200. 2 less than 200, and it would be 4 less than 400, that is 396 is the answer. Okay, same question. When 20% of a number is added to 160, 20% of x is added to 160, then the result is the number only. That is, a number itself is always 100%, that is 100% of x. 100 minus 20%, that is 80% of x, is equals to 160. What we need to find? What is the value of the number? 82, sir. 100% is equals to 200 is the answer. Out of two numbers, 20% of the smaller number is equal to 14% of the larger number. That is 20% of S is equals to 14% of L. The ratio of small by large is equals to 14 by 20. Percentage and percentage are cancelled. 2 7s are 14, 2 10s are 20. The ratio is 7 by 10. Sum of two numbers is given, that is 10 plus 7, 17 ratio denotes 8942. What we need to find? Find the larger number, that is 10 ratio. We need to find the ratio 10. 17 5s are, 17 2s are, 17 6 are. 5 to 6 into 10 is equals to 5260 is the answer. That is option number B. The sum of two numbers is 680. If the bigger number is decreased by 15% and the smaller number is increased by 15%, then the resultant numbers are equal. Okay. Bigger number is decreased. Bigger number decreased by 15%, that it would be 85%. That is 17 by 20 is equals to, and the smaller number is increased by 15%. Smaller number is increased 15%, that is 23 by 20. Cancel it. Big by small is equals to 23 by 17. These are the ratio of big number and small number. The sum of two numbers is 680. Sum of two numbers 23 plus 17, 40 ratio denotes 680. We need to find the smaller number, 17 ratio. 40 17s are okay. Then the smaller number would be 17 into 17, that is 289, 17 square. Option B is the answer. Number P is 15% more than 150. That is P is equals to 15% more. I'll write here directly ratio 23 by 20 into 150. If K is 15% less than P, the value of P is this, and K is 15% less than this. 15% less denotes, that is 85%, 17 by 20. This is the value of K. We need to find the value of K is equal to, we need to find the value of the, how can we save the calculation? Unit digit, no, 2 or matching. We'll do it basically. 23 into 17, 17 2s are 340, 340 plus 15, 340 plus 51, that is 391 into 150. 20 20s are 400, 0 gets cancelled. That is 15 1s are, 15 9s are, and plus 1 6, 15 3s are, that is plus 13, 58. 4 10s are, 4 1s are, 4 4s are, 4 6 are, 4 6 are again one digit, that is 0.25 divided by 10. One digit before the decimal, that is 146.625. The answer is D. A number is decreased by 20% to get another number. Let the number be 100. and it gets decreased by 20%, that is minus 20, and it would be 80. The number so obtained is increased by 200%. 100% is 80, increased by 200% means 80 plus 80, that is 160, increased by 160. Then the number would be 160 plus 80, that is 240. The difference between the third and the original number, that is third and the original number, 240 minus 100 is what percent more or less than the difference of the second and the third number. Second and third number difference is 160. I'll write here 240 minus 80. What will get? 140, 160. 27 sir, 28 sir. What percent more or less than this number? How much it is less than 8? That is 1 less. 1 less than 8. 1 by 8 denotes 12.5%. That is less 12.5%. A basket contains 350 eggs. If 12% of the eggs are rotten, how many eggs are good enough to be sold? If 12% are rotten, out of 100%, the good eggs are 88%. We need to find the 88%. 350 into 88 by 100. 52 sir, 57 sir, 244 sir, 44 7 sir, 7 4 sir, 28, 280 plus 28, that is 308 is the answer. That is option number C. A crate of fruit contains one spoiled fruit for every 25 fruits. %60 of the spoiled fruits were sold. If the seller had sold 48 spoiled fruits, then the number of fruits in the crate were. Total number of fruits we need to find. 1 by 25 are spoiled and 60% of it he sold. 60% of it, that is 6 by 10 is equals to 48. The sold fruits are 48. 6 8s are 40. 6 8s are 48. 250 into 8, that is 2000. Total number of fruits are 2000 in the basket. That is option number A. A person wants to buy 10 chairs. The total cost of 10 chairs is 4500. After bargaining, the shopkeeper agrees to decrease the cost of each chair by 20%. Then the person purchased 10% more chairs. What will be the cost of the chairs that he purchased? 20% discount was given. That means he charged him 100 minus 20, that is 80% he charged on each chair. That means he charged on all the chairs. 4500 was the amount, but he charged only 80% of it. That is 80% denotes 4 by 5. Then the amount would be 5 9s are 45. 900 into 4, 9 4s are 36. That is 3600 is the amount. Then the person purchased 10% more chairs. He was purchasing 10 chairs. He purchased 10% more chairs. 10% of 10 is equals to 1. He purchased one more chair. The cost of one chair is 360. He purchased total amount of 10 chairs is 3600, and the cost of one chair is 360. That is, the total amount is 3600 plus 360. That equals to 3960. You can do it in one-liner method. 4500 was the total amount. He was charged 80% only, that is 4 by 5. He purchased 10% more chairs, that is 10% of denotes 1 by 10, that is 1 more than 10, that is 11 by 10 is equals to 5 9s are 45, 900. 9 4s are 36, 36 into 11, that is 3960. That is the answer. Option number C. Price of 15 chairs is 20% more than the price of 8 tables. 20% denotes 1 by 5, 20% more 6 by 5. Then the price of 8 tables is equals to 8 tables. The price of 2 tables is 2400. One table is equals to 2400 divided by 2, that is 1200. Or you can do it here. 8 tables defines 4 pairs of chairs, that is 4 into 2400. You can write it here like that, or you can write 6 by 5 into 8 tables, that is 8 into 12. 12 8s and 96. 96 6 are 576 57600 divided by 5. This is the price of the 15 chairs. 5 ones are 5 ones are 5 fives are and 5 twos are, that is 11,520. That is option number C is the answer. In a workshop with 80 students and 10 resource persons, total students are 80 and resource persons are 10. Sweets distributed at the end of the workshop. The amount spent for distributing the sweets to each student was 30% of the total number of students. Total number of students are 80 and 30% of it, 8 threes are 24. Total number are these, and the sweet spent on it per student was per student and per resource person. And the amount spent towards each resource person was 40% of the total number of students. 40% of 80. 8 fours are 32. Okay. The total amount spent for sweets distribution in the workshop. The total amount we need to find. 24 rupees spent on each student, and total the amount spent on the students was 80 into 24. This was the total amount of students, and the amount spent on the resource persons was 32 into 10, that is 320. 24 8s are 1920 plus 320. This is the total amount spent on the children, spent on the total workshop. 40 12 2 2240 is the answer. That is option number D. The ratio of the number of boys to that of girls in a school was 5:2. Okay. If 87% boys and 80% girls passed in the annual exams, 87% boys passed and 80% girls are passed. Find the percentage of students who failed in the annual examinations. 87 passed, that means 100 minus 87. The failed percentage is 100 minus 87 equals to 13%. And 80% of girls are passed, that means 20% girls are failed. It is pass and this is fail percentage, that is 20%. We need to find the percentage of students, total percentage of students failed in the examination. That means 13% of boys. We can use it here 500 into 200, as it is in the ratio. You can take any value in the ratio. Okay, 13% of 500 is equals to 13 5s are 65 plus 20% of 200. 20 plus 20, that is 40. It is the total number of students failed. We need to find the percentage. The total number of students are 500 plus 200, that is 700. Percentage is 2 zeros cancel. 65 plus 40, that is 105 divided by 7. 15 sevens are 105, that is 15% is the answer. In 2 successive years, 75 and 50 employees of a company appeared at the departmental examination. Respectively, 84% and 52% of them passed. The average rate of pass percentage. Average is nothing but sum of observations is divided by number of observations. We'll study it in the average chapter clearly. Okay, the employees are 75 and 50 and their passing percentage is 84 and 52. As we are finding the average, it does not depends upon the number of persons, it depends upon the ratio. So we can cancel out here from 25 2s are 25 3s are, that is 3:2. Sum of the observations is number of 84 into 3, that is 83 at 240, 240 plus 12, that is 252, plus 52 into 2, that is 104. It is the sum of the persons passed. Now in average is 3 plus 2, that is number of observations are 5. 256, 356 divided by 5 is equals to 5 7s are 5 1s are and 1 is remainder, therefore 71. 1 by 5 is the percentage, that is option number C. The total salary of two employees A and B in an organization was 40,000. Total salary of A and B is given, that is 40,000. After increasing the salary of A by 9% and B by 11%, the total salary of A and B becomes 44,100. 9% of A is increased and 11% of B is increased, and the increment in the salary is 44,000 minus 40,000, that is 4,100 is increased. We need to find the salary of A by multiplying with 11%. We can get the salary of A by eliminating B. 11% of B minus 11% of B gets eliminated. 11% of A minus 9% of A is equals to 2% of A. 11% of 40,000 is 4,400. 4,400 minus 4,100, that is 300. We need to find the 100% salary of A. So multiply it with 50 on both sides. 5 3 are 15, that is 15,000 is the salary of A. We can do it by allegation method. We will learn it clearly in the chapter of average, but I will show you how to do it. Salary increased is 4,100. Salary increased by how much percent? 48,000 was the salary before, increased by 4,100. The percentage increase is, gets cancelled zeros. 4 10s are 40, 1 is left. 0.2s are 5s are. 10.25 is the average increase in the salaries of A and B. Salary increased by of A is 9%. Salary increased of B is 11%, and on average it increased by 10.25%. 11 minus 10.25, that is 0.75. 10.25 minus 9 is 1.25. Points get cancelled. 25 3s are 25 5s are, that is 3:5 is the ratio of their salaries. Total salary is 14,000, that is 8 ratio denotes 40,000. 1 ratio denotes 5,000. We need to find the salary of A, that is 3. 3 ratio is 3 into 5,000 is equals to 15,000 is the salary of A. Understood? We don't need to understand this, okay? Allegation method, we will do it in the average chapter clearly. And one thing, while doing allegation, one number is above the average, that is 11. Another person's salary is increased by 9%, that is less than the average. You need to remember this thing. In a factory with 400 employees, the ratio of the number of male employees to that of female employees is 5:3. Male is to female is 5:3. There are 87.5% regular employees in the factory. If 92% of the male employees are regular, then what is the percentage of regular female employees? We need to find this. Male employees are 8 ratio combined 8 ratio denotes 400. 8 5s are 40, that is 1:50. Males are 5 into 5, 50 into 5, that is 250. 50 into 3, that denotes females. Okay. 87.5. 87.5 denotes 7 by 8. 7 by 8 employees are regular, that is total employees are 400, and the regular employees are 8 5s are 40. Wait a minute. 8 5s are 40, and the total regular employees are 7 into 50, that is 350 are regular employees. 92% of the male employees are regular. 92% of 250, that is 92 by 100 into 250. 55s are 52s are 246 are 46 5s are 230. 230 are male employees who are regular. How many female employees are there who are regular? 350 minus 230 gives the value of 120, which denotes the female regular employees. We need to find the female employees percentage. Female employees percentage 120, and the total female employees are 150 into 100. 52s are 53s are 3 4s are 12, that is 40. 42s are 80%. 80% of the female employees who are regular to the company. Even in this question, average is given 87.5. Allegation can be applied even in this question. I will do it here. Just check it once. 92% are the male employees who are regular. You don't know the female regular employees percentage. But here we know the ratio of female employees to that of male employees. That is 5:3 are their ratio. Sorry. And the average is 87.5. If you deduct 92 minus 87.5, that is 2.5 plus 2, that is 4.5. 3 ratio denotes 4.5. 1 ratio denotes 1.5. 5 ratio denotes 5 into 1.5, that is 7.5. As I have said in the last question, that is when an average is one number will be bigger than the average, that is 87.5 is lesser than the 92, and the other number would be lesser than the 87.5. That means we need to deduct 87.5 minus 7.5 to get the female percentage. 87.5 minus 7.5 is equals to 80%, which gives the female regular employees ratio. The ratio of number of units manufactured by company A was 12,500 in 2019 and 10,625 in 2020. While in the company B, the production fell from 34,000 to 30,600. If X and Y are the percentage decrease in the number of units manufactured by the company A and company B respectively from 2019 to 2020, what will be the ratio of X is to Y? The percentage decrease in the company A is denoted by X and the company B is denoted by Y. We need to find the ratio of X is to Y. How many units decreased from 2019 to 2020 in company A? 12,500 minus 10,625, that gives 1875. And in the company B, it decreased from 34,000 to 30,600, that is 3,400 is decreased. We need to find the percentage, so that 34,000 is the last year's production. 18,075 is decreased upon 12,500 into 100. 100 gets cancelled. 25 5s are 18 4s are 72, 72 plus 3 75 we'll get here. 5 15s are, that is x value is 15. If you cancel it here, 34 10s are 340, and the ratio of y is 10% and 15% is the ratio. We need to find the ratio. 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10. I think you understood the problem solution. Okay, so we complete here our lecture. We have discussed basics of percentage and some of the PYQs asked by SSC in the last 5 years. So we'll keep your class till here, and we will continue in the next session different types of questions asked in the SSC. Those are fractions based questions and passing percentage questions. We will discuss it in the next class. It was a quote by Les Brown. It's not over until I win. And your attitude should be like this. If you have an attitude like this, you will win one day certainly.
Nobody believes in you. You lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Thanks for watching. If you like the lecture, subscribe Quant Crunchers and don't forget to hit the like button. Stay tuned for other updates.